talk about parameters. So navigate to the source code folder, parameters, and run the server here. Navigate, come to this file. So this is 6.parameters.js. First, I'm gonna talk about default values of parameters. Imagine there is a function called one full, and there are run this. We run this function in several ways, which the first way is the empty. So empty is undefined, it's undefined and undefined. Undefined means that this x and y variable has already been declared, but it's not it has not been initialized. So let's do for example right here. This is index file, right? This is index file. Suppose let x console log x. See, undefined. This is index.js undefined, right? So it means that these two values, these two variables have already been declared but not initialized. So like full hello. Okay, so hello and undefined, right? And hello vehicle. Hello vehicle. So suppose now we want to, assign a default value for y. So in ES5 we do it this way. Suppose the default value is word, right? Hello world. In ES5 we will do this way. Y equal to y or word, right? Undefined word. Hello vehicle. Hello word, right? So it means that if this empty is undefined word, right? And this hello word, and this is hello vehicle, because it's y is not empty, right? So it is hello vehicle. But what if we give it several values like full hello 0? Now empty string false. As you can see, it's all hello world, but the values for y we passed to the argument is 0, null, empty string, and false, but they both output hello world. The reason why for that is, look at this lines of code. It means that if y is true, then y equal to y, just assign the value of y to y. If y is false, just assign the word to y. Maybe you're still a little bit confused. So suppose this is null, it returns false. boolean 0 false, boolean empty string boolean empty string false, boolean false, yeah, of course, false. So the reason, so these 4 values are all false, so eventually the word has been passed to the y, but has been assigned to the y. So if you want to do it formally, maybe we can do it this way, like if y strictly equal to undefined, then y equal to word. Yeah, as you can see, 0 null, empty 3 and false. But this is pretty it looks like pretty redundant, right? Because now we in the ES6 we have a new syntax to solve these problems, like for function for 1 x y. We want to give a default value for parameter y. So log x y for 1. Hello fickle and hello 0. Right here we'll give it a default value word. So you can see it here, undefined word, hello fickle, and 0. So it's working, right? So this one undefined word, right? This one hello word, hello fickle, hello 0. Yeah. Second is parameter declaration. So function fo2 x y. So let's do it. So let's do let x. See, there is it says identifier as x has already been declared, but it's not initialized, right? It has been declared. How about a const? No, right? So parameters have already been declared. And how about this way? Function fo3 x x y. No, it says argument name clashed, right? So you cannot do this either. So this is wrong. This is wrong, right? 3. Work with destructuring assignment. Suppose there is function 3 and there is an object here, x and y. Okay, so log x and y. This is fo3. Yeah. Okay, we run this with empty product ISO of undefined. The reason why it is undefined because we haven't input anything. We haven't passed anything into that, right? So, what if we give an empty? This is for 3 undefined. So we'll give it an object, right? But x, y is undefined. It is undefined, right? What if for 3 x equal to 3 and undefined, right? Y equal to 4. 3 and a 4. So right here we want to do it in this way. 4. We have x and y, which y has a default value. It's called 5. Again, we just do it again. This is faux 4. Cannot read property x of undefined, right? So this one still is undefined. Cannot read empty. So faux 4, we give it an empty object. So faux 4 undefined, and the default value for y is 5. So just, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And look at this. Give 3 and a 4, right? No. The 4 full function, 4 full, and 3 and a 4. Right? So right here, we know that this might cause problems sometimes. So we don't want to it happens, the bugs happens, or when we give it an empty, give it nothing, pass empty value, not empty value, pass nothing to the full 4 function, it will cause an error. So we don't want to do that. So sometimes we just give a default value here to just in case. So suppose we want to do it this way. 5. Okay, suppose there are 3 y equal to 9 and they equal to 10. And then we give it a default object, which is empty object. This is for 5 s y d. So now we just when we at this time we run this and we pass nothing to this function. Let's see. Yeah, this is no error, right? So x is undefined and y is 9 and 10 is z, just because we give it a default value, which is an empty object, right? So if we pass nothing to this, so the x is undefined, and we still give an empty object for this part to do destructuring assignment, right? So after the destructuring assignment, y and z get the default value. So for full 5 and we give z a 1, and we give y 99, and we still leave the z empty, right? 1, 99, and 10, which is exactly same as the destructuring destructuring assignment. Okay, so now for function length attribute. So suppose there is a function 6 xy xyz console log xyz, and what we don't want to know xyz, we just want to the length of this function. So the length of this function is 3. The length of 4, 6. So what is 3? As you can suppose we just get rid of 1. The length of 4, 6 is 2, right? Let's get rid of it's 1. It seems like the length of the function is the numbers of the arguments and the numbers of parameters, right? So, but as y they, if we assign a default value for they, see, the length of a full 6 is 2. So now it is clear. Right now, the length of function length attribute, numbers of parameters which have no default value, right? 5 parameter scope. So there is a scope for the parameters. For example, like x equal to 1, function full 7 x, x, y equal to x, so log x s to y, so log x, y. This is full 7 inside. This is full 7 outside. Y is not defined. Okay, so so y, we know that so y is inside the scope of y is inside this bracket, inside of this function, so you cannot access that out from outside. Okay, so this is for 7 outside 1. Okay, sorry, we need to run this. So for 7, we give it a 2. For 7 inside 2, and for 7 outside 1. What does this mean? So when you do outside, you cannot outside value is 1. So obviously this x size the global x. This is x size x of parameter. This is the scope of the x value, right? This is x value. So suppose we just get rid of this and we do x 99. See, this is for outside 1, so actually this x doesn't affect the x here. So actually these are different scope of x, right? So because when we access the x in this line of code, the value of x is still is 1, still here, right? So it just will not access the value here, so this doesn't affect the outside x. This is the scope of parameter. So 6 length parameter scope name. There is an attribute function name attribute. So this is pretty straightforward. So like for 7 and console log, console log for 8 dot name. The name is for 8. Yeah, it is for 8. So there is a situation like sometimes there is a new function and we want to know the name of this new function. Yeah, it's anonymous. So actually this function has no name. This function has no name. So it does display no name for this function. Yeah. This is pretty much everything about the parameters of functions.